السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. وأما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإن شر الأمور محدثاتها وإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. وأما بعد اللهم اجعل عملنا كله صالحا واجعله لوجهك خالصا ولا تجعل فيه لأحد غيرك شيئا. O Allah, make all of our actions good deeds and make them sincere only for your sake. O Allah, guide us and guide through us and make us a reason for other people's guidance. Alhamdulillah, we have a lot of youth here today and I'm proud of this youth. In fact, it's a glad tiding to tell you that Allah loves you. Now you might ask, how do I know? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He loves persons or loves people, He has signs. There are signs for the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, a lot of youth, we could have been sleeping right now. Or we could have been, hanging out with your friends, playing ball, playing video games. But you chose to come to the center, or come to the masjid, to pray, to make or to fulfill an obligation. And this is beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the most beloved places to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are the masajid. And the most beloved deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is prayer on its time. So this is one of the signs. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves a person, He calls Jibreel. As mentioned in the hadith, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال: إذا أحب الله العبد نادى جبريل إن الله يحب فلانا فأحببه فيحبه جبريل فينادي جبريل في أهل السماء إن الله يحب فلانا فأحبوه فيحبه أهل السماء ثم يوضع له القبول في الأرض. البخاري ومسلم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when loves a person, He calls Jibreel alayhi salam, the leader of the angels, and He tells them, I love this person. And He tells him, I love this person. And He calls you by your name. Can you imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calling you by your name? and He says that He loves you, subhanallah. Now we need to understand who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the earth, and created the sun, and created the solar system, and created the galaxies. And all these galaxies make the universe. And universe is what is known to us, mankind. And this universe is only as-sama' ad-dunya. It is the lowest heaven. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created 7 heavens. These heavens are 7, as-samawat. And we're not talking about paradise, I'm talking about heavens. As-samawat in Arabic. He created all of these. And then on top of that, we know that in Ayat al-Kursi, وَسِعَ كُرْسِيُّهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ, that all of these heavens, all these 7 samawat there's a footstool of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, kursi. And the hadith mentions that all these samawat, as compared to the kursi of Rahman or kursi al-Arsh, is like a ring in the middle of the desert. That's how huge is the kursi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's like a ring, as if the samawat, all of them is like a little ring thrown in the middle of a huge desert. And the desert is like the footstool, al-kursi. And the kursi, as compared to the throne, Arsh al-Rahman, is like a ring in the middle of the desert. So this is the creation. So what about the creator? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most great. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the exalted, the grand. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he calls Jibreel and he tells him, I love this person. So love him. And because he is an angel, he's going to love him. Because he is there obeyed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them. And then Jibreel goes to the people of as-samawat and he says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves this person, so love him. And then فَيُوضَعُ لَهُ الْقَبُولُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. So the people of the heavens love this person, the angels, and then there will be acceptance put on land for this person. So if you see a person who is upon the deen, and he's loved by a lot of people of Iman, that you know that this person is loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the sign, acceptance. So now, especially the youth, how do we gain the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? There are a lot of things we can do, but I want to focus on 3 main things that us youth and even non-youth we can do to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 1, prayer. As-salawatu ala awqatiha. And there's a hadith where Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu narrates the hadith, and Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu أنه سأل الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم أي العمل أحب إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى، فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الصلاة على وقتها، ثم قال قال بر الوالدين، ثم قال الجهاد في سبيل الله. Al-Bukhari wa Muslim. The Prophet ﷺ was asked by Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, one of the greatest companions, and he asked him, Ya Rasulullah, what is the most beloved deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He said, number 1, it is the prayer on its time, on its prescribed time. Number 2, he said, to be righteous, to be good to your parents. And number 3, he said, al-jihadu fi sabilillah, and this hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim. So number 1, prayer. As-salatu ala awqatiha. Especially the youth, we have 5 prayers that we have to take care of. And if you want success in this life and success in the hereafter, we have to keep track of our prayers. Our prayers is our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And a lot of youth, they use Snap, and they Snapchat, and they do streaks. So do streaks with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 5 snaps per day gets you a streak. So keep that streak going with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is salat. So keep your salat. Keep on your salat. It's very important. Number 2, birrul walidain. The Prophet ﷺ, as we mentioned in the hadith before, the second beloved deed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is birr al-walidain. Be good to your parents. Your parents work hard for you to get where you are. Get two things. They wake up before you and they sleep after you. So we have to be good to our parents. Obey your parents. Try to help. If you're off right now for the vacation, for the break, for the winter break, do something. Wash the dishes. Help clean up the home. Do something that they love. So you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you get closer to your parents. So this is very important. And it's one of the gates of Jannah. There are 8 gates of Jannah, and one of them is the door of your parents. So take care of that. And number 3, and which is very important, is to have righteous companionship. Now especially the youth, especially the teenagers, it's very important to have righteous companionship. Because you could be doing your prayers, you could be good to your parents, but sometimes if you befriend the wrong people, then just because you are with them, you can get in trouble. If they get in trouble, then you get in trouble as well. And they can have an effect and influence upon our youth. So we have to choose the right friends. If your friends are not reminding you of Allah, reminding you of obeying your parents, then that's probably not the good friends that you should keep. And it's not something going to benefit us only in this life, but in the hereafter as well. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَأَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ الْأَخِلَّاءُ يَوْمَئِذٍ بَعْضُهُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ إِلَّا الْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the good friends, the very good friends, the buddies, they're enemies to one another on the day of judgment, except for the ones who are pious. So if you are pious, and then on the day of judgment, you're going to be good friends. But if you're not pious, or if these friends do not order you to do good things, then you're going to be enemies. You're going to see him and say, oh, because of you I'm going to hellfire. Because of you I did such thing and such bad things. And in the tafsir of the ayah, it says that people will be entering Jannah and people will be entering hellfire. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And some of the people in Jannah, they will be playing, having fun, and then they look around, they see, how come we don't see a person, that friend of ours, who used to hang out with us? Where is he? So they ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, where is this person? يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِذَا قِيلَ لَكُمْ تَفَسَّحُوا فِي الْمَجَالِسِ فَافْسَحُوا يَفْسَحِ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Or you who believe, if Allah get closer inshallah to the front, we need some space at the back. So if you can move up everyone. Barakallahu feekum. So they ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, this person that used to be with us in this life, we don't see him. Where is he? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell them, he's in hellfire. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. So they ask, look at the loyalty of the good friends. They ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, can we go get him from hellfire? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects their bodies. And He permits them to go into hellfire, and He tells them, go find him. And they go look in hellfire, and they find him, and they bring him back, and he grows again like a plant grows, and then they play and have fun. Look at the benefits of the righteous companionship, not only in this life, but the hereafter as well. So it's very important to keep good friends. If your friends are ordering you of going down the bad track, dealing with drugs or doing other things, then keep away from them. And even tell other people to keep away from them. We have to pick and choose our friends. So inshallah, we'll reflect upon these 3 things and we apply them in the next few days in our whole life, inshallah, if you want to prosper. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم واخشوا يوما لا يجزي والد عن ولده ولا مولود هو جاز عن والده شيئا إن وعد الله حق فلا تغرنكم الحياة الدنيا ولا يغرنكم بالله الغرور إن الله عنده علم الساعة وينزل الغيث ويعلم ما في الأرحام وما تدري نفس ماذا تكسب غدا وما تدري نفس بأي أرض تموت إن الله عليم خبير. So inshallah, we reflect upon these three things. And even if you look in the first place, a lot of our youth, why did you come here in the first place? Ask yourself. Coming to the masjid. And they could have been probably fall into three categories. Either your parents, or either you know that it's an obligation, and you want to fulfill your obligation, and you want to come to the masjid. That's number one, keeping track of your prayers. Or your parents told you, my son, my daughter, let's go to the masjid. It's Friday today, you don't have school, come with me. Then you would go with your parents, which is number two, you obey your parents. And number three, if your friend, they reminded you, oh, let's go play, or let's go pray at the masjid, and after that we can go play ball, we can hang out. So that's number three. So you see how these 3 points bring you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bring you closer to the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to obey Him, to do one of the most beloved deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is to pray on time in the masjid. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to always guide us and to make us closer to Him and to grant us His love. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who keep their prayers and pray their prayers on time and establish their prayers. Say Ameen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us righteous toward our parents and make us kind towards them all the time. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us righteous friends and righteous companionship, and to stay away from the bad companionship, and to keep the bad companionship away from us and away from our children. Say Ameen. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى اللهم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك اللهم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك اللهم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك اللهم اجعلنا من مقيم الصلاة اللهم اجعلنا من مقيم الصلاة ومن ذرياتنا اللهم اجعلنا من الذين هم بارين بوالديهم اللهم اجعلنا بارين بوالدينا اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولوالد والدينا ولمن أحسن إلينا ولمن أسأنا إليه اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ربنا ارحمهما كما ربيانا صغارا اللهم إنا نسألك الصحبة الصالحة اللهم إنا نسألك الصحبة الصالحة اللهم إنا نسألك الصحبة الصالحة ونعوذ بك من الصحبة الفاسدة الفاسقة اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان اللهم انصر إخوان المسلمين في كل مكان اللهم كن لهم ولا تكن عليهم اللهم ثبت أقدامهم اللهم انصرهم على من عاداهم اللهم من أراد الإسلام والمسلمين بخير فوفقه لكل خير ومن أراد الإسلام والمسلمين بسوء فاجعل كيده في نحره اللهم ألف بين قلوب المسلمين اللهم ألف بين قلوب المسلمين اللهم ألف بين قلوب المسلمين اللهم يا حي يا قيوم وفقنا لما تحب وما ترضاه وأعط كل عبد منا من الخير ما نواه وصل وسلم على نبينا محمد ومن والاه وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. استووا مستقيموا وتراصوا and the rain will be out. I forgot to make dua for all those who are sick and all those who passed away. So inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give shifa for recovery for all the sick people, the sick Muslims around the world. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive those who are dead and to have mercy upon them. اللهم يا رب الناس أذهب البأس بالشفاء الشافي لا شفاء إلا شفاء وشفاء لا يغادر سقما. اللهم اغفر وارحم جميع المسلمين الأحياء منهم والميتين. صلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله أجمعين. استووا استقيموا وتراصوا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ولقد آتينا لقمان الحكمة أن اشكر لله ومن يشكر فإنما يشكر لنفسه ومن كفر فإن الله غني حميد. وإذ قال لقمان لابنه وهو يعظه يا بني لا تشرك بالله إن الشرك لظلم عظيم. ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه حملته أمه وهنا على وهن وفصاله في عامين أن اشكر لي ولوالديك إلي المصير. وإن جاهداك لتشرك بي ما ليس لك به علم فلا تطعهما وصاحبهما في الدنيا معروفا واتبع سبيل من أناب إلي ثم إلي مرجعكم فأنبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. يا بني إنها إن تك مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض يأت بها الله إن الله لطيف خبير. يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانهى عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور. ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. واقصد في مشيك واغضض من صوتك إن أنكر الأصوات لصوت الحمير. الله أكبر.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.